overground station. Oh, there's someone lying there, but we cannot talk to them. Oh, the masked stranger is here. The wagon, overground station. Should we confront this guy? Let's quickly take a look at the journal. The masked stranger. The masked stranger waits for me at the end of Bagger's Lane, or I could try to escape through the sewers below the warehouse nearby. Okay, so we have the options here. Okay, do we talk to the masked stranger, or do we... Let's first look at the overground station. It's the witching hour, so of course the trains aren't running. No escape from the stranger this way. Okay, I think we should probably head out. This guy could be trouble, and I'm sure this guy will show up again sooner or later. So let's take a look at the door we unlocked over there. Yeah, let's enter the warehouse and see what waits inside. Okay. The passage is lined with stone walls, damp from the evening fog, and the underground steam boiler used to heat the tenements above. Barrels line the walls and seem to occupy every available space in this underground storeroom. Cane rats scurry and squeak in the corners, kneading at their nests. The air is stagnant, full of dust and mold. A ways off, there's the sound of a pump house at work, no doubt channeling sewage into the Thames. There's a dim light ahead. Perhaps you can find help, or at least a way out of the stranger's grasp. Okay, let's continue on. The old crone. On your guard now, no telling what's down here. I've seen the worst of the underground in my days. If trouble comes, I've got my blade and a silver tongue. The masked stranger task updated. Okay. Let's take a look at that updated task. Okay, find an alternate exit through the underground. Okay, sure. And those missing orphans. I don't know why the circle there doesn't have anything in there. Oh, it's not tracked. Okay, so those are the track tasks on the side. Okay, I'll just leave them as they are. That's fine. Sleeping thug. Let's wake you up. A 30-something cove, writhing in the cobbles, must have had his fill. If he was on guard, if he was on guard, easy now to get by him. Okay. Or bash his head in. Might be safer that way. Let's bash his head in. But he's only shiked beyond reason. Besides, maybe I know him. I'm gonna go with the wit one. Shiked means drunk, I assume this much. Can't say I know the poor sot, but I know the feeling. Tangle in his head and the bottles to blame. Anything in his pockets? We could have a look at it. A 38% chance. We need a 10 or better. So isn't that likely? I mean, my spryness just isn't good. Self-discipline. On second thought, I've been there. Wouldn't want my pockets picked while I'm sleeping off a bender. If we fail that, we might just wake him up, right? And don't really want to be caught pickpocketing, because then we might have to resort to violence to save ourselves, which I don't want to do. So I'm gonna have the self-discipline. Thievery doesn't suit me anymore, and there's bound to be something else nearby free for the taking. Anything else behind here? No, that's just a way to return back. Wooden coffer. Let's try to open that. Red cedar, paneled and cornered with iron. A sturdy but time-worn container. Self-discipline. No need to break into everything. What am I? Minotaur or magpie? Animal instinct. Break into the coffer. Wit. Rooting in rubbish with hopes for a little tin. Just like my scavenging days. No time for this. I've got other things to do. Let's try to break into the coffer. That's a success. That's a 13. Very nice, very nice. Bully, that felt right. It's been too long since I broke something. And there's only that gin bibber who might have heard the noise. But he's too blotto to pay us any mind. And what great treasure is this? Let's see. Trousers with a bib sewn across and a pulley zipper fastening. The head torch runs on a copper coil battery. There's boots and breeches, and the waistcoat has enough pockets to carry a dining set. To be sure, it's a sandhog uniform. Let's try it on. So, what if I tear the seams? It's not like someone's missing this pile of rags. Oh, so what if I tear the seams? The shoulder flaps will have to hang loose, my chest being too wide to snap the buttons down the placard. Placard, an opening in a garment with fastenings. Okay, let's force it. That's a success, very nice. Just gotta force it. Emptying my lungs, I abandon the brass buttons, reaching instead for the torso belts. They fasten at the very last punch hole. Sandhog uniform added to inventory. Okay. This could be a sign to lay off the swill for a while. Aye, maybe so. The source of many troubles. Not necessary, I'm fit as a fiddle. Yeah, probably should. But if I quit outright, I'll keel over. Better start with one less drink a day. Okay, yeah, let's do that. One less a day, I can handle that. We gained one phlegm. Don't be so sure. The naysayers will gab as they please, but I'm ready to change. That's enough maundering. Get on with it. By the way, if I mispronounce a word like this, again, like I said before, English isn't my first language. Feel free to point it out. Just be nice about it. You know, there's some words that I just haven't come across yet. So yeah, feel free to tell me how to pronounce them correctly. Not exactly worthy of Petticoat Lane, but in the shadows it should do the trick. Okay, let's take a look at the inventory. The Sandhog uniform. A uniform for a Sandhog that you found in the warehouse. Does that change anything? Or is that purely cosmetic? There's a manhole cover. Some more gears and cogs. Let's pick those up. Spare bits and bobs from a clockwork engine. I could hawk these to an engineer. Let's gather the gears. Might be useful. A moldy crate. Let's take a look at that. A battered crate. Moldering in a sewer grime. Okay. Glad I have this mask on. It should keep out the dust. Animal instinct. Smash it open. We need an 8. We have a 46% chance of succeeding that, or the smell is too dreadful. Let's try to smash it open. That's an 11. Okay. It caves in with a crack and a cloud of fetid dust. Well, let's have a look then. Here's something with a dull shine to it. It's a pry bar. I can make good use of this. Hell yeah. Pry bar added to inventory. Very nice, very nice. That would help with the box for the fence. A length of braided horsehair, stale and hardly sellable. It's brittle, but with a proper tie, it'll work. It's falling apart, not worth taking. With a proper tie, it'll work. So let's take the length of rope. Okay, and let's walk around a little more. What do we have over here? Watch it, there's somebody on the stair. With that head torch, he could be on patrol. I don't suppose he takes kindly to trespassers. He's coming double quick. Where can I hide? Animal instinct, I don't need to hide from anyone. Okay, where can I hide? Let's see. There's a pool of shadow at the back of this hallway. Sprinus charlatan. Let's see if I can stay hidden. Okay, so that's crossed out. Interesting. And I'll fight him if I have to. And I can't do that? Okay. The question is, why can't I do that? Is that just... Right. I probably don't have... Oh, is Charlatan one of the tarot cards? Charlatan... No, right? That's not a tarot card. Is it a trait I just don't have? No. No, that's Chariot, not Charlatan. Okay, I don't know much about tarot cards apart from what I know from the Binding of Isaac, so forgive me for not knowing those. I'll fight him if I have to. Well, his uniform is stricken with unspeakable filth, and even with my goggles on, his head torch is blinding. He smells worse than the sewer walls. Must be a bilge man. Sewer worker below the status of an engineer. Heyo, Sandog. Okay, a construction worker in the underground tunnels. Okay. Presumption in his tone. Does he not care for sandhogs? I won't take it personally. I'm not a sandhog anyway. What's that, eh, Sandy? Mumbling to yourself? Did I say that out loud? At least he hasn't noticed my ill-fitting uniform. What are you doing this side of the tunnels? Shouldn't you have your head in a hole somewhere? Better lie, it's safer. Tell the truth, it'll scare him. Let's lie. I'm down here on official Sandog business. You wouldn't crib. Catch on or understand, okay. With a toss of his head, he laughs into his breathing tube, and the light from his head torch glances off the cobbles. Sorry there, Cov. I'm whooping at your expense, but it's just so difficult to imagine a sand pig with a delegation of duties. Drill there, drill a bit here. Simple, innit? You don't know the half of it. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. You know, I'm curious about sewer work. Do you have time for a rundown? Sure, let's ask. That's queer. I never knew a Sandy so curious. You sure you're a tunnel rat? Alright, you got me. I'm no sandhog, but you don't frighten me. I'm running from someone much more dangerous. That's right. Blasting out the Stepney Green Line. Yeah, we're blasting out the Stepney Green Line, definitely. Let's see what he says. To that. Sounds true enough, and I couldn't be bothered to make sure. What I am sure of is waterwork is more pleasant than dull diggery. Wishing you no offense, of course, but I'd best be going. Okay, see ya. Yeah, I'll try not to, go after just the working class. That's not my style. Okay, so it carries on over here. Furnace automaton. Okay, interesting. Steamer trunk. Let's take a look at that. A brass banded traveling trunk with sturdy corners. Fit for a long voyage. It's out of place down here. There's tin inside, I'm sure of it. But the padlock has a carbon steel shackle and pin tumblers triple reinforced. We can try to pick the lock with a 38% chance. We can try to break it with a 42% chance. Try opening it with the pry bar. Makes it much easier. Okay, so having the pry bar it gives us bonuses to checks like that. Very nice. Let's do a animal instinct check with the pry bar. Seems like the logical thing. That's a 2. And what's this? A bottle of gin? I've yet to try. The fates have been kind for once. Especially for they also provide me with lots of capital. Money. Okay, £2. 0 pence. Okay. Added to the inventory. I was briefly wondering what op is, but that's 0 pence. Okay. And a few cigarettes to round out the package. Bully, it's not every day you get this stuff for free. Bully just... Okay, an expression of approval. 4 cigarettes added to inventory. Okay. Another bad habit we can have. Cigarettes... Is that minus 5 hope? And... plus black bile. Okay. And we have this gin which gives plus 5 hope and this gin which gives plus 5 hope. I don't see any downsides to that yet, but we are not really, running aground hope wise yet. Though it could change what options we have. Let's take a look at the furnace automaton. Speak up, who disrupts the air? Sandog business, please clear the way. Believe me, I wouldn't hold you back. It's nice to know another workman. Then you must know of the operations down here. It's about these barrels along the walls. No doubt they're being used for smuggling. Of course, I know what's going on, but since you were so slapdash to bring it up, I need to make sure you haven't been peaching. Peaching... Squealing, okay, I see. Oh, that's right, and Fly... Oh, that's right, and Fly. The name's Hera, if it helps. File any reports you might need. I'm built to improve. The letters H-E-R-A are emblazoned on its chest plate. Ask about the fire, ask about the acronym, press for information, or ask for the way out. Okay. Let's ask about the fire first. Keeping the fire stoked? I see. Do you enjoy it? I delight in my work. I was made for it. And this boiler provides heat for the Shorelock tenements. The Shorelock Homes tenements are a low-cost housing option in the Docklands, upstairs. And as a sandhog yourself, you must know the reward for providing a service for the masses. Let's ask about the acronym. What do the letters stand for? Heat Energy Regulation Automaton, the latest iteration. Hera, wife of Zeus. In any case, it suits you. I am thrilled to hear it. Now, can I help you? I should get back to the flame. Let's press for information. You were saying about the operations down here? Oh, well, the barrels you see along the walls are full of gin. The hounds are distilling it with the heat from my boiler, and somehow the Shorelock tenements upstairs haven't caught on. The hounds, the dock hounds, the most powerful criminal gang in the East End. Okay. Those people must be freezing. It's only autumn now, but it feels like midwinter. I'd rather have the extra gin, brings down the price, and we can always deal with a little cold. Okay, so no option to be against that. Okay, fine, whatever. A lot of my I thought the automaton was speaking again. A lot of my ilk came from those tenements. Couldn't face the dockhounds alone. It's hard enough keeping my own head above water. They won't be easily swayed. Bootlegging is a regular tin press. Ask about the barrels. What else do you know about the gin barrels? The steam gets siphoned and the barrels come and go. Some are fresh and some have stood for several months. Ready for a swiller. That's a drinker, I assume? Oh no, a bout of drinking. I see, okay. The machine is keeping track. Automatic circuits indeed. Okay, so like this looks, you know, not like a person. It looks artificial, and that just kind of trips me up, but that's on me. Because this one isn't even in black and white, so I don't know why it's tripping me up from time to time, but it is for some reason. When the flame is healthy, I turn my attention to the walls, and before I know it, I'm whirring away. It's a queer feeling, strange or unique. Okay. If the hounds are stealing steam, then it's a good reason to steal some of their bootleg for myself. I'm not fit with a virtue circuit, but if you've convinced yourself, you're clear of any moral infidelity. Where would I find a barrel that's aged a few months? Actually, I'd rather know the way out aside from heading back upstairs. Where do I find a barrel that's aged a few months? Behind the furnace, there's something of a staging area. That's where the barrels get carried out. Have a look for yourself, but I must get back to work. So I can't ask about the way out, though maybe I can, you know, engage in a conversation again. So there's the furnace. Embers burning fiercely, as if by the jewel-bright core of every flame on earth. Hot coals banked with an unsurpassed dexterity. Error all but eliminated. Nothing to do here but stare at the flames. Let's keep staring. Tiger bright flames in a brass-bellied furnace. Dying and living and dying and being reborn. Let's keep staring. A small fire, yet a microcosm of ever-burning, ever-changing oblivion. Are we gonna get hurt for that eventually? I'm gonna do it anyways. Wait, one thing I want to know. Do we have quick saves? Just in case I die. Quick save is F5. Okay, good. Right. Does that work in dialogue? It doesn't. Okay, let's keep staring. Sweltering temperature in the heart of the fire. A deadly dance that's hard to look away from. The heat billows out of, and my face is sweating now. Eyes half-lidded and glazed. You know what? It's time to turn away. And now I'm gonna hit F5 real quick. There we go. There's the way to the sewers. Is anything else behind this? The steamer trunk we've already opened. Let's go to the sewers. Let's just press on. I'll eventually return to do the fence thing, I'd say. I think that's a good idea to do eventually. Edging through the grate, you're greeted by the droning sound of rushing water and a smell that's near unbearable, hanging in the air so thick you can almost taste it. Hooves are clumsy in the dark as you stumble along the passageway, the sound of water flow and machinery echoing off the bricks from all directions. A meshing of gears that's familiar but unsettling. Following the light, you come into a torchlit chamber, but it seems you're not alone. Notes of troubled voices peek over the noise, an air of indignance and irritation, but also of fear, desperation. Something's not right here. You've stumbled upon an argument, no doubt, but worse than that is a deep foreboding. Something else shares these sewers, a deeper evil crawling through the bowels of London. Okay, it's ominous. 1 second. This is a lot of reading, so I had to take a sip of tea real quick. A blocked passage. A welter of bricks and rotten planks blocking the way through. Come back with an axe, that'll do the trick. I'll never get through this way. I've run into more daunting obstacles. Just have to give this a wide berth. Okay. Sure, +5 hope. Hey, that's nice, that's nice. Because we said something optimistic. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's plenty of stuff over there. And the staircase up. Okay, so we can't get behind there immediately. That leads up. That's fine. A patrolman up ahead. Don't flex a muscle. Who's that creeping in the shadow light? State your business. A cyclops with a pike spade. Standard issue for sewer work. Oi, Sandog. What's your business here? He's full of piss and vinegar, but also full of poppycock. Oh, rubbish, nonsense. I'll wager his authority is a claim and nothing more. Already have the stranger to worry about. Am I up to challenging this lanky bloke as well? We could lie with wit. We could do spryness, apologize and ask for the way out. If we had intimidating, we could assert ourselves. I'm just gonna try the lie thing. We need a 2. Okay, that's by far enough. Double work, nothing of import. Well, I'm the pump house captain, and this chamber's in my bailiwick. So be more specific. Excellent delivery, but he's just not buying it. Better try an honest approach. Oh, I can't lie. I'm not really a sandhog. Well, even so, if you're creeping around down here, then I must have your name and citizen number. Give him a false name. That'll shake the heat. Then again, what's another mark on my record? It's not like I ever pay the fines. Atticus Daily, citizen's number 230127. Sure, it's Arthur Dale, citizen's number 67 8751. I'm just gonna lie. The character has gained the charlatan trait. Okay, so the traits are tied to the cards, and that's and you unlock them by doing things that would fit the trait, I assume, because I just lied again. Sorry, and got the charlatan trait now. Okay, a faint pinprick of hope, the shining beacon through the clouds of the storm. Okay. We'll be in touch with a proper citation. Apparently this bloke's a grandee. Better get some answers while I can. Grandee, a person of high rank or eminence. Ask for the way out. Ask about the argument. Let's ask about the argument. Understood, Captain. How about that scuffle down below? Well, the tall fellow holds weight with the hounds. I shouldn't like to interfere. Let's ask for the way out. Surely there's a way out. Perhaps towards the pump house? Off limits. Besides, she's locked down for maintenance. If I were you, I'd head up street side before the morning doves. Okay. Right then, Captain. I'll just be on my way. The pump house captain breathes a sigh of relief, eager to get back to his patrol. Let's take a look around though. There are gears and cogs. Let's pick them up. Gears and cogs. Dingy spot in which to find such bits and bobs. Highly doubt anyone's coming back for them. I could hand those over to an engine man. Okay, let's gather the gears. Might prove useful.